Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something that every single one of us faces at some point in life: challenges, failures, and setbacks. But I am here to remind you of one simple yet powerful truth: never give up. Life is never a smooth journey. It is filled with ups and downs, triumphs and failures, joys and struggles. No one is exempt from challenges, whether it be in school, career, relationships, or personal growth. At times, things may seem unfair, and you might feel like you're being tested beyond your limits. However, it is important to understand that setbacks are a natural part of life. Every person, no matter how successful they seem, has faced obstacles along the way. Athletes lose games, entrepreneurs experience business failures, and students struggle with difficult exams. Even the most talented and hardworking individuals encounter roadblocks that make them question their abilities. But these moments of struggle are not meant to stop you. They are meant to shape you, to test your determination, and to help you grow stronger. Challenges are not there to break you, they are there to build resilience, patience, and perseverance. When you face difficulties, you have two choices: you can let them defeat you, or you can use them as stepping stones to push yourself forward. Remember, every struggle comes with a lesson, and every failure brings an opportunity to learn, improve, and come back stronger. It is often in the hardest moments that we discover our true strength. Think about the stories of great individuals, how they fought through their struggles instead of giving up. If they had surrendered to their challenges, they would never have reached the heights of success. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is not intelligence, luck, or talent. It is the ability to keep going despite the hardships. Difficulties will come, and sometimes they may seem overwhelming. But no matter how tough things get, always remember that struggles are temporary and they do not define you. What defines you is how you respond to them. Many people believe that failure is the end of the road, a sign that they are not good enough or that they should give up. However, this could not be further from the truth. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is a stepping stone toward it. Every successful person in history has experienced failure, sometimes even multiple times, before they finally achieve their goals. The only difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they respond to failure. Think about Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. It is said that he failed over 1,000 times before he finally succeeded in creating a working design. When asked about his failures, he didn't see them as wasted attempts. Instead, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset is what separates champions from quitters: the ability to see failure as part of the process rather than as the end of the journey. Failure teaches valuable lessons that success never could. When you fail, you learn what doesn't work, you refine your approach, and you build resilience. It forces you to step back, reassess, and come up with a new strategy. Without failure, there would be no growth, no learning, and no improvement. Every time you fall, you gain the experience needed to stand back up stronger than before. Many of the world's most successful people faced rejection and setbacks before reaching greatness. Walt Disney was once fired from a newspaper job because his boss thought he lacked imagination. Oprah Winfrey was told she was unfit for television. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine if these individuals had believed their failures were permanent. They wouldn't have gone on to inspire millions. The truth is, failure is not something to fear or be ashamed of. It is a necessary part of the journey to success. The people who achieve great things are not the ones who never fail, they are the ones who refuse to give up. No matter how many times they fail. It It's easy to look at successful people and assume they have always had it easy. We often admire their achievements, their fame, and their success, but we rarely see the struggles they endured to get there. The truth is, behind every great success story lies a journey filled with hardships, obstacles, and failures. No one reaches the top without facing difficulties, and the people who have made a lasting impact on the world are those who refuse to let adversity stop them. Take, for example, Albert Einstein, one of the greatest scientific minds in history. As a child, he struggled with speaking and was considered a slow learner. His teachers even doubted his intelligence. But did he give up? No. Instead, he worked tirelessly, fueled by his passion for knowledge, and eventually revolutionized the world of physics with his theory of relativity. His difficulties in early life did not define him. His determination to keep going did. Similarly, J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, faced numerous hardships before she found success. At one point, she was a struggling single mother battling depression and living in poverty. Her manuscript was rejected by multiple publishers, with some telling her that her book wouldn't be successful. But she didn't let rejection define her. She kept trying, kept believing in her work, and eventually she became one of the best-selling authors in history. Another example is Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. Many people recognize him as a genius who transformed technology, but few remember that he was once fired from his own company. After being forced out of Apple, he could have given up, but instead he used that failure as motivation. He worked harder than ever, founded another successful company, and later returned to Apple, leading it to become one of the most valuable companies in the world. Even sports legends have had to fight through setbacks. Serena Williams, one of the greatest tennis players of all time, has faced numerous injuries, losses, and personal struggles throughout her career. Yet each time she falls, she comes back stronger, proving that persistence and hard work can overcome any difficulty. These stories prove one thing: greatness is not reserved for the lucky or the privileged. It is for those who are willing to endure hardships, embrace failure, and keep moving forward despite the odds. Every successful person has had moments when they felt like giving up, but what sets them apart is their refusal to quit. They faced difficulties, but they pushed through them, proving that challenges are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones on the path to success. There will be moments in life when you feel exhausted, discouraged, and ready to give up. The road to success is not always smooth, and challenges will arise that test your patience, resilience, and determination. In these difficult moments when you feel like quitting, one of the most powerful things you can do is remind yourself why you started in the first place. Everyone begins their journey with a purpose, whether it's a dream, a passion, or a goal they deeply believe in. Maybe you started your studies because you wanted to build a better future for yourself and your family. Maybe you started training in sports because you dreamed of becoming a champion. Maybe you started a business because you wanted to create something meaningful and impactful. Whatever your reason is, that initial spark, the reason you embarked on this journey, can be the fuel that keeps you going when things get tough. Think about the moments of excitement you felt when you first started working toward your goal. The passion, the ambition, and the motivation that pushed you forward. That energy is still within you, even if setbacks have made it feel distant. When doubts creep in, take a step back and reconnect with your original purpose. Remind yourself of the vision that set you on this path. Even the most successful individuals have faced moments of doubt and exhaustion. Elon Musk, one of the most innovative entrepreneurs of our time, faced multiple failures and financial struggles while trying to build SpaceX and Tesla. There were times when both companies were on the brink of collapse, But instead of giving up, he reminded himself of his mission to revolutionize space travel and create sustainable energy solutions. That mission kept him going, even when the odds were against him. In sports, athletes endure grueling training sessions, painful injuries, and heartbreaking defeats. But what keeps them going is their deep-rooted passion for the game and their desire to achieve greatness. Kobe Bryant, for example, was known for his relentless work ethic and dedication. He once said, "The moment you give up is the moment you let someone else win." He never lost sight of his goal, and that determination made him one of the greatest basketball players of all time. When you feel like quitting, remember the sacrifices you've made to get this far. Think about the time, energy, and effort you have already invested. If you give up now, all of that hard work will be wasted. Instead, use those sacrifices as motivation to push forward. The road may be long and difficult, but your purpose is greater than any temporary struggle. You didn't start this journey just to quit halfway. You had a reason, a dream, and a goal. Let that be the fire that fuels your perseverance no matter how tough the journey becomes. Struggles are an inevitable part of life. At some point, everyone faces challenges, disappointments, and failures. These struggles may feel overwhelming, making you question your abilities and whether your efforts are even worth it. But what many people fail to realize is that struggles are not meant to break you, they are meant to build you. They shape your character, develop your resilience, and make you stronger than you ever thought possible. Think about it. If everything in life were easy, there would be no growth. Without difficulties, we would never learn how to adapt, how to push through hardships, or how to find new ways to succeed. Struggles force us to step outside our comfort zones and develop qualities like patience, perseverance, and mental toughness. These are the very qualities that separate successful individuals from those who give up too soon. Consider a seed that is planted in the soil. At first, it is buried in darkness, facing pressure from all sides. But over time, it pushes through the soil, fights against obstacles, and grows into a strong tree. Similarly, the struggles you face in life are not meant to bury you. They are meant to help you rise. Every challenge you overcome adds another layer to your strength, making you more prepared for the future. Some of the greatest leaders, athletes, and innovators in history have gone through extreme hardships before achieving greatness. Nelson Mandela endured 27 years of imprisonment, yet he emerged stronger, becoming a symbol of peace and perseverance. If he had let his struggles defeat him, the world would have never known one of the greatest leaders of all time. In sports, some of the best athletes face setbacks that could have ended their careers. Serena Williams has battled numerous injuries and setbacks, yet she always finds a way to come back stronger. Her struggles did not weaken her, they made her one of the most resilient athletes in history. Even in everyday life, the challenges you face are shaping you into a stronger, wiser person. When you fail an exam, lose a job, or experience heartbreak, it may feel like the end of the world. But in reality, these struggles are teaching you important life lessons. They are preparing you for bigger opportunities, pushing you to work harder, and helping you develop a mindset that refuses to be defeated. Struggles also build empathy and compassion. When you go through difficult times, you gain a deeper understanding of what others might be experiencing. This makes you more patient, kind, and understanding, qualities that help you form stronger relationships and become a better person. Instead of fearing struggles, embrace them. See them as opportunities for growth, as lessons that are making you stronger. Every challenge you overcome is proof of your resilience. You may not realize it now, but every hardship you face is preparing you for something greater. Every great achievement in this world started as a dream. The most successful people today were once ordinary individuals with nothing but a vision and a desire to turn their dreams into reality. However, one of the biggest obstacles that hold people back is doubt in themselves, doubt from others, and doubt in the possibility of success. But the truth is, your dreams are valid. No matter where you come from, no matter what challenges you face, you have every right to chase your dreams and make them come true. Many people abandon their dreams not because they are incapable, but because they stop believing in themselves. They let fear, failure, and setbacks convince them that their dreams are impossible. But history has proven time and time again that those who keep going despite the obstacles are the ones who succeed. Effort, persistence, and an unshakable belief in yourself will always lead to results, maybe not immediately, but eventually. Think about some of the most inspiring success stories. Oprah Winfrey, one of the most influential women in the world, came from a background of poverty and hardship. She faced rejection and failure early in her career, but she never stopped believing in herself. Her dream was bigger than her struggles. And because of her relentless effort, she turned her vision into reality. Another example is Colonel Sanders, the founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. He was rejected over 1,000 times before someone finally believed in his chicken recipe. Most people would have given up after a handful of rejections, but he kept pushing forward, and today, KFC is one of the most famous fast food chains in the world. His story is proof that effort and persistence will always pay off. Even in sports, some of the greatest athletes started with nothing but a dream and a deep desire to succeed. Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, came from a poor family and faced many struggles as a young boy. But he never let his circumstances define him. He trained harder than anyone else, put in countless hours of effort, and is now one of the greatest footballers of all time. His story proves that talent alone is not enough. It is the dedication and effort behind the talent that leads to greatness. The same principle applies to every area of life. Whether you want to be a doctor, an artist, an entrepreneur, or anything else, success is possible if you are willing to put in the work. You don't have to be the smartest, the most talented, or the luckiest person in the world. You just have to be the one who refuses to give up. Every small step you take, every hour of effort you put in, and every challenge you overcome brings you closer to your goal. People may doubt you. You may face setbacks that make you question whether you're on the right path. But as long as you keep working, keep believing, and keep pushing forward, success is only a matter of time. Your dreams are valid, and with persistence and hard work, they will become your reality. Life has a way of testing us when we least expect it. Just when we think we're making progress, something happens that knocks us down: a failure, a rejection, a heartbreak, or an unexpected setback. In these moments, it's easy to feel defeated and wonder if it's even worth trying again. But the truth is, getting back up after falling is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. No one in history has achieved anything great without facing obstacles along the way. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple. Winners get back up, while others stay down. It doesn't matter how many times you fall, it only matters how many times you rise again. Every time you stand back up after failure, you grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Think about Thomas Edison, the man who invented the light bulb. He failed thousands of times before he finally got it right. Imagine if he had given up after his first few failures. The world would have been a very different place. Instead of seeing failure as a reason to quit, he saw it as part of the journey to success. He kept trying, refining, and improving until he finally succeeded. His story is a powerful reminder that failure is not the end, it's a lesson, a stepping stone towards something greater. Another example is Michael Jordan, widely considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time. As a young boy, he was cut from his high school basketball team because his coach didn't believe he was good enough. Most people would have taken that as a sign to quit, but Jordan used it as motivation. He trained harder, pushed himself beyond his limits, and eventually became a legend in the sport. His career is a testament to the power of perseverance and the refusal to let failure define you. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, faced multiple rejections from publishers before one finally accepted her book. At the time, she was struggling financially, and it would have been easy for her to give up. But she believed in her story, and she kept pushing forward despite the setbacks. Today, her books have inspired millions around the world. Her success did not come because she had an easy path, it came because she refused to stay down. Life will knock you down, sometimes in ways you never expected. You might lose a job, fail an important test, or face personal hardships that make you question your strength. But every setback is temporary, and every failure is an opportunity to grow. Instead of seeing obstacles as the end of the road, see them as challenges that are shaping you into a stronger person. The key is to never let failure define you. You are not your mistakes, and you are not your setbacks. What truly defines you is how you respond to them. Do you let them break you, or do you use them as fuel to push forward? The choice is yours. Whenever you feel like giving up, remember that every successful person has been in your shoes. They have all faced moments of doubt and failure. But what made them different was their decision to keep going, to stand up every time they were knocked down, and to try again with even more determination. Many people believe that in order to succeed, they have to be perfect, that they must avoid mistakes, always make the right choices, and never fail. But this mindset is not only unrealistic, it is also harmful. Success is not about being perfect, it is about being persistent. The most accomplished individuals in the world did not reach greatness because they were flawless. They succeeded because they refused to give up, even when they made mistakes or faced setbacks. Perfection is an illusion. No one is born knowing everything, and no one reaches their goals without encountering difficulties along the way. Those who constantly chase perfection often find themselves stuck, afraid to take risks or make mistakes. They hesitate to start a project because they fear it won't be good enough, or they abandon their dreams because they didn't get everything right the first time. But true success is not about avoiding failure, it is about continuing to move forward despite failure. Consider the story of Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. He was a visionary, but he was far from perfect. In fact, he was once fired from his own company due to mistakes and disagreements. Many people would have seen this as the end, but Jobs didn't give up. Instead of dwelling on failure, he used the experience to grow, improve, and eventually return to Apple stronger than before. His persistence, not perfection, is what led Apple to become one of the most successful companies in history. Another powerful example is Walt Disney. Before he created the iconic Disney empire, he was fired from a newspaper job because his editor claimed he lacked creativity. His first animation company failed, leaving him bankrupt. But he didn't let these failures stop him. He kept pushing forward, improving his craft, and believing in his dreams. Today, Disney is one of the most recognized brands in the world, not because Walt Disney was perfect, but because he was persistent. Athletes also embody this principle. No athlete has ever won every single match or game they have played. Even the greatest sports legends like Serena Williams, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Michael Jordan have experienced losses, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But they did not let those moments define them. Instead of striving for perfection, they focused on improving, learning from their mistakes, and showing up every single day to keep training. Their persistence is what made them champions. The same applies to students, professionals, and anyone striving for success. If you expect perfection, you will always feel like you are failing. But if you focus on persistence, you will continue to grow and move closer to your goals. Every mistake is an opportunity to learn. Every failure is a lesson in resilience. The key is to keep going, no matter how many times you fall. Success is not about never making a mistake. It is about how many times you stand back up after making one. Those who succeed are not the ones who got everything right the first time. They are the ones who refused to quit, who kept trying, adjusting, and improving along the way. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But the most important thing you can do is keep going. Every struggle you face is an opportunity to grow stronger. Every failure is a lesson, and every obstacle is a test of your determination. The path to success is never straight or easy, but those who refuse to give up are the ones who achieve greatness. So, no matter how tough things get, remember why you started. Remember that every great person has faced difficulties, and that struggles are a necessary part of the journey. Your dreams are valid, and your effort will pay off as long as you don't quit. You are capable, you are resilient, and you have the power to overcome anything that stands in your way. Keep moving forward, believe in yourself, and never ever give up.